Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the TS Lasset 2021. And I could see the people participating it. I could see the list of it here. And let me know that whether you could read me or not, whether you could, my voice is audible or not. And what I posted on the screen, anyone can unmute and read. Anyone can unmute and read what I posted on the screen, so that I could know that you are hearing me and I am hearing you. Both are traveling in the same boat.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Read what is put it on the screen.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. We are encouraging by your presence participation.
When I said what is there on the read, and you are saying merely good evening, good evening, good evening. What is there after the good evening? What is that symbol is there? Immediate, so that I could go further. If you know it, you tell me. If you don't know it, you say that pass on. Yes,
Awesome.
exclamatory mark that is. So we are here. We are in the sense it's a short form. It is written over there. Condensed form. We can say it is contraction. 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 Actually, we space ARER, but they want to make it start apostrophe. They made encouraged by your presence. Then some symbol is there. What is that symbol? If you know it, you tell me. If you not, pass on. I will give the answer. Don't waste the time.
Okay, sir.
What okay, sir? What is meant by okay? Either you know it, you tell me. You don't know it, we say pass on.
It's main and
Its equivalent is and. But the symbol name, it is has a different name. That name is ampersand. AMPERSAND. I repeat, ampersand. AMPERSAND. Ampersand means that is equivalent, that is and. Participation again, the exclamation, Professor Dr. Muhammad Sahib Hussain. So this is what I want to share to you, because in my each and every salutation there is something a new thing that you could learn it. Yes, in my last class, of course, Sri Vidya was there and who hosted you in the last class, and she dealt up to the 100 century. Century is 100 or not? Anyone?
100, sir. 100, sir.
How it can be represented in the letter form? I repeat, how it can be represented in the letter form? LETTER, letter. See, in the Roman, X means 10, XX means 20, then 100, century C. Am I right? Anyway, that is, let us come to the point. Here, 100, she has completed it. Then we'll go to the next point. 101, that is planning commission, was replaced by the newly formed. And in our last classes that you heard this. Earlier, it was the planning commission. After the Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir has become it, then they changed it. What is that? NIT, Niti Ayog, Niti Udyog, NIT Ayog, NIT, NIT Udyog. Which one is the right answer?
option 1, sir.
Option 1, NITI, NITI, Niti Ayog. That is the right answer. And if you could see the feedback also, that is the authority for the creation of the planning commission. Earlier it was known as the planning commission, was not now it is changed it, and it is arm of the central government, means it is created by the central government, and it is not created by statute like the constitution, and it was replaced by the newly formed NITI, Niti Ayog, to better represent the things. Can you tell me what is the NITI, Niti, full form? Yes, anyone? If you don't know, you can say pass on. NITI. I could not hear you properly. Okay, I will give you the answer for that one. Here in the full form of the acronym, that is the National Institute of Transforming India. I repeat, National Institution for Transforming India. NI, annotation required over there. Okay, I'm showing here, the cursor is here. Yes, approve. Yes, a National Institution for the Transforming India, and also known as, or if, because if you could do it, no, I could not move my page. That is the reason I'm showing the cursor over here. So NITI Ayog was formed by a resolution of the Union Cabinet. It is not through the Constitution. That is the 1st January 2015. So that was the answer for that one. NITI Ayog. Ayog. A-Y-O-A-W-A-V-O-G. Ayog. Yes, one or two. CBI is full form. Anyone? What is the full form of the CBI?
Option one.
Central Bureau of
Yes.
Investigation.
Yes, it is the CBI is the nothing but a Central Bureau of Investigation. Can you tell me subsidiary question? What is the equivalent in the USA? The equivalent CBI. There the USA don't say the CBI.
FBI.
FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Yes, that is the thing. CBI is a. Now you tell me, CBI is a acronym or abbreviation or a contraction?
Abbreviation.
What is that?
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation. No, it is not an abbreviation. It is an acronym. ACRONYM. In acronym definition is every word first letter capital joined together without any punctuation. That is the called CBI. In the Central Bureau of Investigation except conjunctions, prepositions and article. ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా అండి నేను చెప్తే ఇట్లా సే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో Did you get my point? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Central Bureau of Investigation. See, the first C is taken, next B is taken, except I told you, except this OF of. What is OF of? What is that OF of in grammar? Quick. Just say pass on if you don't know.
Pass on.
Yes, very good. F means OF of may prepositions, that is called F. Preposition, except the prepositions, articles, means definite articles, the indefinite article a or an, and next is conjunctions. There is a subordinating conjunction and coordinating conjunction, but and are, under, beneath, these are the things. Except those things, everything will be joined together, means we can eliminate that of, then CBI, it is an acronym. That is the right answer. This is a CBI USA acronym. NCRT acronym. TSRTC. What is TSRTC? Correct. Hurry up. What is TSRTC? If you know it, you tell me. If not, say pass on. Telangana State Road Transport Corporation. That is an acronym. Okay, now let us come to the 103. Which dash of the Constitution of India is called the Magna Carta of India? Number 1, Part 1, 2, Part 2, 3, Part 3, and 4, Part 4. I think this is already covered over there earlier, but in the form of article. Yes, anyone? Unmute and give me the answer. Anyone can unmute and give the answer. Inayatullah, I could not see your microphone. Either you are on or off. Because your microphone is not seen over to me.
Option 2, Part 2, sir.
It is Part 3 right answer, because fundamental rights are there in the Part 3, and especially the Article 21 is the Pandora box, or we can say is the Magna Carta. Also that what we discussed in the last class. Yes, 104. What is the caveat emptor? English translation is caveat. Yes, we have studied. Here, one number option is let the seller beware, 2 is let the customer beware, 3 is let the client beware, 4 is let the buyer beware. The feedback I have already shown you that you can read the feedback, also can give the answer. Yes, what is the right answer?
Buyer.
Let the buyer beware means option?
Option 4, sir.
Option 4 is the right answer. What is the synonym for option? Here, either you can say option or you can say choice. Here, choice 4. 4 is the right answer. Option is the 4 answer. Here, caveat emptor means that is a Latin phraseology that can be roughly translated in English to let the buyer beware. While the phrase is sometimes used as a proverb in English, it is also sometimes used in the legal contraction as a type of disclaimer. Okay, let us go to the next 105. What do you mean by prima facie? Number 1, at last sight. 2, at middle sight. 3, at first sight. 4, at the last but one sight. Which one is the correct answer for this prima facie?
Option 3, sir.
Option 3, you are right at first sight. That is the right answer. That the feedback is prima facie at the first sight. That is the fact that it seems to have been correct by may subsequently be proven wrong by other evidence. Prima facie case it is there, but later it is proved here wrong. So that is at the first sight we can say. Number 106 is what is the meaning of ab initio? Ab initio. Number 1, from the ending. 2, from the beginning. 3, from the middle. 4, from the last. Anyone?
From the beginning, sir.
Verse. From the beginning. That is the right answer. That is here I have shown you. Ab initio. Ab initio. Ab initio. From the beginning are there the threshold. Do you know what is threshold? If you know it, tell me. If you don't know it, say pass on.
Pass on, sir.
తెలుగులో కడప అంటారు. గడపనా కడపనా తెలుగులో ఏది డోర్కి ఉంటుంది చూడండి. I will show you here first. Sometimes it means breaking that. See, this is the. Did you see the photo?
Kadapa.
కడప అది ఇక్కడ పెట్టి చూడండి. పెట్టే దాన్ని త్రిశూల్ అంటారు. ఓకే,
సార్ గడప సార్
గడపనా కడపనా ఐ డోంట్ నో. GADAPA గడప అనుకుంటా. ఎస్ గడప.
సార్
Yeah. Either you say Gadapa or Gadapa. It is your choice, but in English it is a threshold. Threshold spelling THRESHOLD, threshold. That is ab initio, in the beginning. Yes, next 107. What is meant by bona fide? Number 1, in a medium faith. Number 2, in a bad faith. 3, in first faith. 4, in good faith. These are the 4 options.
In good faith, sir.
In good faith is the right answer. 4th one is the right answer. Appreciate it. So there is a clap for your appreciations. The feedback is bona fide. In good faith implies an amount of the trust that parties will act without hidden motives. What is opposite is malified. Opposite another name? Anyone? Antonym, opposite, synonym, similar words. Yes, let us go to the 198. Match the following from list A to list B. So let us read what is there in the list A. Number 1, de facto. Number 2, de jure. Number 3, de minimis. Number 4, de novo. When you come to the list B, A, start fresh. B, small to bother with. That is called trifles. C, in law. D, in fact. Now you can match it. Which one is the right answer? Here I have given 1D, 2B, 3C, 4A. 1A, 2C, 3B, 4D. 1D, 2C, 3B, 4A. 1D, 2A, 3B, 4C. Which is the correct answer? Sir, pass them, sir. Okay, do whatever you like, but you have to tick it, but don't give it a blank.
Option 3, sir.
Option 3 is the right answer. See, why option 3 is the right answer? 1D. 1D means de facto. De facto means in fact. That is, see, this is 1, this is D, cursor which I have shown. And de jure means in law, means 2C. So that is the 2C here. D minimis, 3B. Small to bother trifles. Trifles means a small mistake there you can overlook it, trifles. De nova means it is start phase, means 4A. So the right answer is 1D, 2C, 3B, 4A. That is the right answer. Yes, 109 match the following list A to list A to list B correct meaning. List A goes in this manner. 1, ex gratia. 2, ex parte. 3, malefides. 4, paripasu. List B, A, bad faith. B, on the equal footing side by side. C, out of grace. D, on behalf of. So here I have given the option 1B, 2D, 3A, 4C. Second is 1C, 2A, 3D, 4B. And third is 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. And the fourth one is 1C, 2D, 3B, 4A. Which is the right answer?
3.
Option, sir.
Option
3.
THREE, 3. That is the right answer. The feedback also we can see it. See, ex gratia means out of grace. Ex parte means on behalf. Mala means bad faith. Paripasu means are on an equal footing side by side. That is the meaning of the paripasu. These are all the left hand side is the Latin terminology and the equality is right hand side. You could make it out. Here I have put some symbol here. What is this symbol? Can you tell me this symbol? Yes? I think you could see the symbol. Or you can say sign, but not exactly symbol. Symbol is H2O4. It is a sign, S-I-N sign. What do you say? This is, sir, semicolon. Is it semicolon? Say, if you know it, you tell me that. If not, say, pass on. I will give the answer. Don't waste the time.
Pass.
Hyphen, sir. Hyphen.
Pardon?
Hyphen, sir.
Hyphen means dash. Hyphen. Hyphen means dash. This is colon. Colon means vertical. One dot, down, one dot. Vertical. That is called colon. Okay, let us come to the 110. Match the following list A to list B. Correct meaning. Number 1, list A. Prorata. 2, pro tanto. 3, quad pro quo. 4, uberem fights. List B. For so much. B, for the rate. C, utmost good faith. D, something for something. So, which is the option which I have given? 1, IB 2A 3D 4C. 2, IC 2A 3D 4B. And 3, IB 2D 3A 4C. The last one is IA 2B 3D 4C. Which is the right answer?
Option 4, sir.
Check again, once again. 1, pro rata means for the rate. 2, pro tanto means for such. Quid pro quo. 3,
Something for something.
yeah, something for something. Uberem fide, utmost good faith. Then which is the right answer?
A, sir.
Yeah,
1.
that is the 1. 1. 1 is the right answer. Which is the right answer?
Option 1, sir.
Option 1 is the right answer. What is 1? What is that numeral? That can you tell me the numeral? 1, 2, 3, 4. Arabic numerals. Arabic numbers. Oh, that is something has happened. Share it is gone over there. Okay, doesn't matter. I will again come to the point. Yes. And I think you could see now. So let us go to
Yes.
the Uberem. That is, I already told you the Uberem means nothing but it is a utmost good fight. Suppose if you are, I don't know, whether you come to the study the law of insurance, there is a good fight would be there from the both the parties, insured and insurer, because all the insured should have to deal the facts to the insurer and the insurer give the total fact to the insured. Say Uber Friday, there we will come across. That is the most important relation between a insured and insurer. Sorry, insured ever sir, insurer ever sir. Insurer ante life insurance corporation is the insurance. Bajaj Reliance is the insurer. Insured ఎవరైతే దగ్గర పోతారో ఎవరు చేసుకుంటారో who is a person who wants to make it out, he is called the insured. Okay, that is the third. Feedback here is pro rata for the rate, pro tanto for so much, quid pro quo, something for something, Uber and Friday, utmost good faith. That is the feedback which is very much clear. Then triple one. Yes, who is not competent to contract? An employee, a nurse, 2, a government doctor, or 4, a minor. I believe. I repeat, who is not competent to contract? Number 1, an employee.
Sir.
Pardon?
Option 4, sir.
There the feedback is I have clearly shown over there the feedback. A minor means who is below the age of 18 years, where 1 to 3 are above the 18 years, because without that they cannot get the employment. Because an employee means definitely that he will be more than 18 years, and a nurse also be if she is an employee, then she will be more than 18 years, and a government doctor, of course, he is an also employee that he will be more than 18 years, otherwise the employment will not be given to them. Then who is the person left over? There is the fourth option, that is the minor who is less than 18 years could not make a contract. When you study the law of contract, that you will come across section 10 of the Law of Contract Act, which is clearly says that the competency of the contract. Okay, that you will come later part, but the present time is it is a minor who cannot make a contract. Yes. Why he cannot make a contract? That means he could not have that much mental maturity to know what is the terms of the contract. That is the reason they want to, there is a minor's contract is void ab initio. That we will study later. Yes, next, there is the maxim. Actio personalis maritam persona means, actio personalis maritam cum persona means, here first option, a personal action dies with the person. 2, a moral action dies with the person. 3, a personal action lies with the person. 4, a personal action work with the person. Which is the right answer for this maxim? Actio personalis maritam persona. Yes. Sir, task is the, okay, you do the task. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one comes first? Unless until you know what is that. Actio means action. Here, personalis means person. Marital means death. Persona means himself. That is the words. Then the right answer is, a personal action dies with the person. That is the right answer. That it means number 1 option is the right answer. So that is the total story behind it. Okay. 113. That is the mens rea, exactly what it means. The guilty mind. Mens rea means guilty mind. So first one is the right answer. Guilty brain, guilty conduct, guilty thought. No. Accurate is the guilty brain. Guilty mind is the right word because mens rea. It is also one of the term in the, we can use it in the penal code, because unless until a person is having the guilty mind, we cannot punish him. So that is the idea behind the IPC, that is the law of crimes. That is the reason that is the maxim is there. Let 99 innocent will be released. No, let 99 convicts will be released, but one innocent cannot be punished. That is the idea behind it. Okay, next 114. Certiorari correct meaning. What is the certiorari correct meaning? Yes. Anyone? Certiorari correct meaning. Yes, here a degree by which order passed by the inferior court is quashed. A order by which orders passed by the inferior court is quashed. A writ by which order passed by the inferior court is quashed. A writ by which order passed by the superior court is quashed. The right answer is yes. Say anyone. Sir, we cannot guess it because it is a terminology is very tough. That is the third one. Means option 3. Can you read option 3? Anyone can unmute and read what is option 3?
A writ by which order passed by an inferior court is quashed.
Yes, that is the right answer for the certiorari. Yes, sir. Which is the apex court of the country? Is the Court of Appeal, District Court, Review Court, or Supreme Court of India? Which country? India.
Option Supreme Court of India.
Supreme Court of India, option 4 is the right answer. Why do you take that much time? As soon as you see the 4 options, you could be in a position to give the answer to me. If you have any doubts, sir, which country you can say. Suppose if I say, which country, here country say, I say Tanzania. Then what is the answer? Anyone? Sir, we don't know, sir. Sir, we have not left the Karimnagar, sir. How could you know that what is Tanzania? Huh? Can anybody tell you what is Tanzania? Anyone? Sir, is it a visitable? If you know it, you tell me. If not, you say pass on. I will give the answer.
Pass on, sir.
Tanzania is a country. Earlier it is the Tanganyika. It is below the Kenya, adjacent to the Uganda, and above to the Malawi. And another side, Indian Ocean. It's a country. Earlier is called Tanganyika. There we don't say Supreme Court of India. We say their Court of Appeal. Okay, next. 116. Match the following from list A to list B. Correct. Meaning, list A, stay order. 2, sub judice. 3, suo moto. And 4, wakalatnama. And the right hand side, list. It is an application filed seeking an interim court order to prevent the respondent from performing an action to prevent an order from being carried out. Stay order. Sub judice. The B, relating to an action taken by court of its own record without any request by the parties involved, the Supreme Court has to take in suo moto notice of the case. C, the document by which an advocate is authorized to represent a party in court. D, another pending decisions by a court is called sub judice. Parties to such a matter should not do anything that would affect the outcome of the case. So if you happen to see it totally, in one screen, okay, let me see, totally see in one screen. I will show you this total in one screen. Okay, I selected, I copy, then I paste it so that you could see in one screen. Yes, now you could see it total. Of course, option is given below. Yes, these are the option. Is it?
Option C, sir. Option 3.
Option 2 is the right answer. 1A, 2D, 3B, 4C. That is the right answer because here I don't know. I have given it. Yes, I have given the feedback. You can see the feedback. Stay order. Stay order. Can you read what is stay order? Anyone? Can you read what is posted on the stay order on the screen? Is it visible?
It is an application field. Shocking is an indirect court order to prevent the respondent from performing an action or to prevent an order from being carried out.
You made a mistake there. One filed, that is. Okay, that is the stay order. And sub judice, a matter pending in decision by court is called sub judice. Parties to such a matter should not do anything that would affect the outcome of the case. When a case is pending in the court, at that instance, the matter should not be touched. The party should not be supposed to touch it. Suo moto, if anybody is from Khammam, because a lady was raped, that is, the Dalit ladies were raped, then the Telangana State Human Rights Commission, and whose chairperson is Justice? Anyone? Telangana State Human Rights Commission, Hyderabad, Nampalli, Gurukalpa, opposite to Gandhi Bhavan. Chairman of the. If you know it, you tell me. If you don't know it, you say pass on. Don't waste the time.
Pass on, sir. Pass on.
It is Justice Gunda Chandraya. Justice Gunda Chandra is the chairperson of the Telangana State Human Rights Commission. He suo moto has taken the case and wrote to the Commissioner of Police, Khammam, to send me the report, including a copy to the collector and copy to the district magistrate also. Because a Dalit woman was raped over there in the Khammam at the time. Suo moto they also taken into consideration. Yes, that is the suo moto. Yes, వకాలత్నామా సార్ తెలుసు సార్ మాకు వకాలత్నామాలో సంతకం పెట్టాలి సార్ అప్పుడే కానీ అడ్వకేట్ మన కేసు తీసుకుంటాడు సార్. ఎస్, రీడ్ వాట్ ఈస్ వకాలత్నామా. Read what is there on the screen, వకాలత్నామా. Sir, we don't.
Document by which the advocate is authorized to represent a party in court.
Yes, the document by which an advocate is authorized to represent a party in a court is called wakalatnama. Yes, 117 dash chairperson. ఇప్పుడన్నా చెప్పండి, ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు? తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ హ్యూమన్ రైట్స్ కమిషన్. ఎస్, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి. Now you tell me. Just before I told you. Before I uttered the name, total name I uttered. Is it Justice G. Chandraya? Justice B. Chandraya? Justice C. Chandraya? Justice H. Chandraya? Which Chandraya?
G. Chandraya.
Justice G. Chandraya.
B stands for Gunda. See, feedback I already given. Gunda Chandraya. He is the chairman of the Telangana State Human Rights Commission. Yes, next 118. How many writs are there in the Constitution of India? It's a very easy question. 4, 5, 6, 7. Why you are taking that much time? Sir, లెక్క పెడుతున్నాం sir. Yes? Do you know what is writs?
5 writs, sir.
మరి why do you take? Sir, స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ లో చూసి చెప్పాను సార్, అందుకోసం టైం జరిగింది సార్. Is it the answer?
No,
It should be on your tip of tongue immediately. What are they? What are they?
prohibition, habeas corpus, quo warranto.
సీక్వెన్స్ లో చెప్పాలా? ముందుగా పెద్ద కొడుకుతోనే స్టార్ట్ చేయాలా, లేకుంటే చిన్న కొడుకుతోనే స్టార్ట్ చేయాలా? మధ్యలోకి వెళ్ళి స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. హైబియస్ కార్పస్, మండమస్,
Certiorari,
షెర్షరీ.
prohibition,
Next, last one is co-warranto. That the 5 writs are there. Yes, one among the following. These writs are, of course, that is a tough question to you. Which article deals it? I don't know, because the writs will be available in both the cases. But let us see the 119. Later on, I will tell you what is that. One among the following is not a Latin origin. Which one is it?
option 3, sir.
Option 3, prohibition is not. Which origin it is? Which
English.
origin it is? Because others are Latin origin. Then prohibition? English. Feedback. Writs origin. Habeas corpus Latin. Mandamus Latin. Prohibition English. Co-warranto Latin. Then next 120. The Supreme Court of India and High Courts shall have the power to issue directions, orders, writs, all of the above.
CMO.
All of the
All of-
above is the right answer, because the High Court will issue and the Supreme Court issue the directions, orders, strictures, writs. All of the above is the right answer for 120. Yes, next we go to the 121. The following are the writs including the prohibition enshrined in the Constitution, and match from list A to list B the correct one. Now you tell me. Habeas corpus, mandamus, quo warranto, certiorari. 4 is the list A. List B, we command. A, B, you may have the body. C, to be certified. D, by what authority? Which one is the right answer? Compare it and give
Habeas
the answer.
corpus is may have the body.
Yes, sir.
Mandamus,
Here I will give the I will make it at one place, because if the space is okay, I will drag it to the next place so that you could know it. Okay, the right answer is 1C, 2A, 3D, 4B, and 1B. I will keep it one place so that you could see. Yes, see, this is the thing. 1C, 2A, 3D, 4B, and 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C, and 1B, 2A, 3C, 4D, 1A, 2B, 3D, 4C. సార్ అట్లా చూపెడితే ఎట్లా సార్? మాకు ఇది కనబడాలి కదా సార్. ఎస్, ఇప్పటికైనా చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు కనీసం ఇదన్నా చూసి అని చెప్పండి. హైబియస్ కార్పస్ అంటే ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ హైబియస్ కార్పస్? ఎస్,
the body.
let the body will be present. You have the body. What is mandamus?
By what authority?
Certiorari is with what authority?
We command.
We command. Co-warranto? What authority? Certiorari?
To be certified.
To be certified. అంటే 3 లో సి అన్నట్టు. ఇందులో ఇప్పుడు 3 లో సి కూర్చుకుంటే ఏం వచ్చింది? ఇందులో ఆన్సర్ 3 లో డి.
Option 3, sir.
Yes. Option 3. No, option not. Option 4C kada to be certified. 4 la. Yes, it is 2. 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. That is the right answer. So feedback like habeas corpus, we have the body, mandamus we command, quo warranto by what authority, certiorari to be certified. These are the feedback, the equivalent of this Latin terminology. Yes. Then match the following, the maxim and their meaning. What is the maxim? Maxim means proverb or adage. Sameta antaru Telugulo. It is the Latin maxims are there. Demnum sine injuria, number 1. Number 2. UB just EB remedium. Number 3. Extra causa non aritor action actio, not action, actio. Yeah. And 4. Actio personalis maritime cum persona. These are the maxims generally that we will use it in the common courts. And here the equivalent meaning of English is the personal right of the action dies with the person. B. The word just means legal body or authority, and remedium means that the person has the right of action in the court, because that answer itself shows the hint to you which it belongs. Number C. Causing damage to a person without injury. So injury is there, damage is there, you can easily make it out if you just use your logic. And D. The meaning of the maxim that no action can arise from illegal act. So exturpi causa non aritor actio, that is actually the meaning of the maxim that no action can arise from illegal act. Now can you tally it now? 1.
C, sir.
See, there is a damage, sine injuria. Injuria means injury, damage means damage, sine means so and so, causing damage to a person without, sine means without. Okay. Number 2, UB just UB remedium. In the answer itself is there. 2. There is a legal body, authority, remedium. B. If you just use your common sense, it's enough. You can easily make it out. So 2 is B. And 3 is exturpi causa non aritor actio. See, already know. Yes. See, fourth one we know it. Fourth one, actio personalis is mariticum persona. A personal action dies with the person. Means 4 means A. Then what is left over there? D. Just use the deduction method. Are you following me? It is very easy to make it out if you just use your logic. So right answer is the first one, 1C, 2B, 3D, 4A. That is the right answer. See here, Demnum sine injuria. Read, anyone can read? Unmute and read. Hurry up. Anyone can unmute and read what I put on the screen. Yes? Yes, lady and sir. Good evening, sir. Today itself I joined. Okay, welcome. Damnum sine injuria, causing damage to a person without injury. UB just EB remedium. The word just means legal body or authority, and remedium means that the person has a right of action in the court. And the next, third one is exturpi causa non aritor actio, not action, actio. Yes, that means the meaning of this maxim is that no action can arise from an illegal act. Then last one is actio personalis maritime cum persona. That means the personal action, the personal right of action dies with the person. So the best example, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa అంటే ఏంటిదండి? Yes,
Painting, sir.
painting. Who drew the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Is it Leonardo da Vinci, Picasso?
No, sir.
No, Leonardo da Vinci. You are right. Leonardo da Vinci. Suppose Leonardo da Vinci died. Can you insist his or her children to draw the painting?
No, sir.
Because this is the maxim will come to the rescue. Actio personalis maritime cum persona means the personal right means action of dies with the person, because she is no more. Da Vinci is no more over there. There you cannot insist the children to draw the, even though children are more famous than the Leonardo da Vinci is a male or female? Sir, we don't know, sir. Okay, let us come to the point. The word tort means, T-O-T, tort means, number one, a criminal wrong, number two, a moral wrong, number three, a civil wrong, number four, a ethical wrong. Which is the right answer?
Civil wrong.
It is a civil wrong is the right answer. A wrongful act not including the breach of a contract or a trust that results in an injury to another person or property or reputation or the like for which the injured party is entitled to compensation. That is a tort. That is a nothing but a civil wrong. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక మాట చెప్తా, అందరు ఇక్కడ అందరు మైనర్సే. మైనర్స్ ఆ మేజర్స్ అండి అందరు మీరు?
Majors.
Pardon? If you touch somebody without his or her consent, it is a criminal wrong. It is an assault. If you touch it, it's a battery. If you make an apprehension, it is an assault. Okay, that is an offense. Huh? Even winking at somebody is also a offense. వింకింగ్ అన్నా నేను, బ్లింకింగ్ అనలేదు. బ్లింకింగ్ కి వింకింగ్ డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్పండి సార్. మేము చెప్పాము సార్, మేము చూసి చూపెడతాం సార్. బ్లింకింగ్ అంటే రెండు కళ్ళు ఒకటేసారి మూడని దాన్ని బ్లింకింగ్ అంటారు. యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ ట్యాప్ ఇట్ బోత్ ద ఐలిడ్స్, ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ బ్లింకింగ్. బట్ వన్ eyelid that you can close it, that is called winking. Winking is a sign which passes a different thing, and hence it is an offense because that gives a wrong signals, indecent signals to somebody else. Yes. And now 124. A maxim is a dash which has the followed by the society. What is that? Rule, saying, a principle, all of the above.
Option 2, saving, sir.
ఐక్యమత్యమే బలము. Unity is the strength. It is the rule. It is the saying. It is the principle. Then
Principle.
what is the answer?
Saving, sir.
Principle.
All of the above. Do you know my slogan? అన్ని దానముల కన్నా విద్యాదానం మిన్న. దట్ ఈస్ మై స్లోగన్. అన్ని దానముల కన్నా అన్నదానం మిన్న. హూ సెడ్? సార్ నేనైతే చెప్పలేదు సార్. అన్ని దానముల కన్నా విద్యాదానం మిన్న. హూ సెడ్? హూస్ వర్డ్స్ దీస్ ఆర్? వేమన. భూదానం, భూదానము.
విద్యాదానం.
భూదానం ఎవరు చేశారు?
Vinobha.
వినోబా భావే. బట్ మైన్ ఈజ్ అన్ని దానముల కన్నా విద్యాదానం మిన్న. విత్ దట్ స్లోగన్ I would like to impart the knowledge to you, because knowledge should not be stagnant. It should be disseminated. A new knowledge will come like a fountain. Next, what is it? 125. Innuendo means just one, something explicitly stated but has a secondary defamatory meaning. Two, something not explicitly stated but has the secondary defamatory meaning. Three, something not explicitly stated but has the primary defamatory meaning. Four, something not explicitly stated but has not the secondary defamatory meaning. సార్ మీరు అంత స్పీడ్గా చదివితే ఎట్లా సార్? మీరు సర్కార్ బుల్లెట్ ట్రైన్ తిరిగి వెళ్తున్నారు సార్. నేను వెళ్తున్నా పర్వాలేదు, కానీ మీ కళ్ళు ఉన్నాయి కదా. యూ హ్యావ్ ఐస్, యూ కెన్ సీ ద స్క్రీన్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ రీడింగ్. ఇనండో తెలుగులో చెప్పాలండి, రాజు గారి మొదటి భార్య పతివ్రత. ఇది డిఫమేషనా కాదా? దాన్ని ఇనండో అంటారు. అంటే if you see from the outer side, it is not a defamation, but you read between the lines, it is a defamation. Are you following me? Can you tell me in English? రాజు గారి మొదటి భార్య పతివ్రత. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పండి నాకు. ఎనీవన్ కెన్ ట్రై? ఎనీవన్ కెన్ ట్రై? Either you say pass on, I will give the answer. Yes? The king's first wife is chastised woman. That is exactly its a translation. So now, which is the right answer for the innuendo here?
Second.
Second, something not expressly stated but has a secondary differentiating meaning. Especially is aged. అరే వాడా రాజు ఈ మధ్యలో దొంగతనం చేస్తలేడురా అంటే అర్థం చెప్పండి సార్, లేకుంటే పాస్ అనండి. నేనే చెప్తా కదండి, టైం అయిపోతుంది. నౌ ఇట్ విల్ స్టాప్.
Pass.
Yes. Mr. Raju in these days is not stealing somebody's smartphone. అంటే in these days not stealing అంటే ఇంతకు ముందు చేసేటట్టు అన్నట్టే కదా. In these days he is not stealing means earlier he used to steal. Is it or not?
Sir.
అవుతుందండి. ఇంతకు ముందు చేసిండంటే ఇప్పుడు చేస్తలేడంటే అర్థం ఏంటిది? Mr. Raju in these days not stealing somebody's smartphone. That means in earlier days he used to steal. అన్నట్టు అర్థమే కదా. Is it or not? Say yes. Okay, anyway, thank you
Yes.
very much for your patient listening, and meanwhile you can ask the questions. Suppose if you don't know the question, answer for that one. Instead of wasting the time, you can say pass on so that I can give the answer to you. And till today, that how much that we covered, and what extent that we covered today? Yes, 125 we covered, means 25 we covered today. And from tomorrow, then we'll see the 126, total 150. I prepared it, and this is the sign which I want to say. Again, good evening to each and everybody. Now the time is up, and it will be closed automatically. This is the thanking you. And what is that? You could see the pen. Can you tell me what is the pen that is? Can you name the pen? సార్ పెన్నే కాదు సార్, అది మరి ఏం సార్, మరి ఇంకా నేమ్ అంటారేంటి సార్? ఇది ఇంక్లెస్ పెన్నా, లేకుంటే ఫౌంటైన్ పెన్నా, లేకుంటే ఈక పెన్నా? సార్ ఈక లేదు సార్ అక్కడ. సపోజ్ ఈక ఉన్నది అనుకుందాం కాసేపు. సపోజ్ దర్ ఇస్ ఎ ఫెదర్ ఈస్ దేర్, దెన్ వాట్ యు సే? క్విల్ట్ అంటారండి. QUILT, క్విల్ట్ అంటే ఈక పెన్ను. QUILT, క్విల్ట్. ఇప్పుడు కనబడేది వాట్ యు కుడ్ సీ ఈజ్ ఫౌంటైన్ పెన్. వాట్ యు సే?
Fountain pen.
ఫౌంటైన్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటండి? There are two meanings for the fountain. Number one, fountain you can see chalama అంటారు చూడండి. ఇది we can make it chalama in the river. Number one, that is a fountain which comes from the oozes, that is springs comes from the earth, is called fountain. ఊటను కూడా ఫౌంటైన్ అనొచ్చు. ఊట. So here fountain means coming from one side, means the bottom side it will be there. When it flows over there, it passes through the, దీనికి ఏమేమి ఉంటాయండి? వాట్ ఈస్ ద పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫౌంటైన్ పెన్? సార్ మీకు దండం పెడతా సార్, ఇది చెప్తే చెప్పండి సార్, మన ఊరికి అడగకండి సార్ నాకు. ఎస్, తెలుగులో చెప్పండి. ఓకే, యు సే ఇన్ తెలుగు. నిబ్ అంటారు చూడండి. నిబ్ NIB. నిబ్ అంటే కిందిదా, గడ్డని అంటారా? నిబ్. And the blade. Here, I don't think it's can you exactly say the blade or not? But a nib and that is the writing script, that is called. Yeah, the metal one, which is how the pointed from there, the ink flows over there and it will write over there. So these are the things where we can make it out. This is a fountain pen and inkless pen.